Hey, and welcome back to my channel. This is gonna be a triple recap of Basketball Wives. I told you, I have been rolling with P Shitty. So most of my content has been P Shitty related as of late, and I had to put my little, for my sanity and what's not. I had to put my little recaps on the back burner. So these three recaps are going to be episode 24, 25, and 26. And guys, it's not going to be long. I'm going to run right through them. The only thing I wanted to talk about on episode 24 is I'm going to jump right into them meeting and see what had happened was the ladies went shopping, right? And of course, Jennifer is still thinking about her wedding. But I wanted to jump right into that last dinner where they, get the almost boxing and what's not. But, excuse me. So they tried to come to some type of resolution, right? And what had happened was they were, got a little choked up. So they were all in the car and Jennifer, well, first of all, Jackie and Brooke tried to make up. And that's where things went haywire. Because Brooke doesn't want to make up with Jackie. Jackie, leave that brick-booted lady alone. You hear me? Now back to the dinner. And this is all I'm going to discuss. So, after they find out that somebody had a tape and talking about Shawnee's book, remember that Miss Laura Govan is on this trip. And I'm just wondering, is that the only reason why Laura was invited to the trip? Because I don't even remember her coming to the doggone reunion. Cheyenne was at the reunion, but I don't remember Laura. No. To talk about that whole situation with Shaq. Was that it? Well, Evelyn gets her Robin. Y'all remember when Robin Dixon pulled out that JBL speaker on Candace? So she gets her Robin on and pulls out the speaker and start playing little excerpts from the book. Now, what was the purpose of that? Who told her to do that? Now, I heard that the book was good and what's not, but who told her to play excerpts of the book? Did Shawnee tell her how to do that? Shawnee, did you tell her to do that? Anyway, so when she played the excerpt of the book, everybody's going around the table. And to be honest with you, I really don't even know what fired Brandy up. She wasn't even in it like that, quote unquote. Laura shut it down real quick. She's like, apparently she must be talking about me because it was all about one of Shawnee's friends sleeping with her husband. Then Jackie brings up that it was probably Evelyn. And that she had heard that it was Evelyn. Well, Evelyn got hot, of course. And she's like, just when I think me and Jackie come to a, resolution, then here we go. In some kind of way, Brandy and Jackie started going back and forth about Jason and him sleeping with a whole bunch of women. But we all know that this happened. The dude is only famous for sleeping with a whole bunch of women. I don't even know what team he played with or anything like that. But we do know that he slept with 350 women. So Cheyenne and Jackie jump up because Brandy jumped up. Brandy, oh, she made me sick. I can't stand her. Blah, 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 blah. What? Why? When I say Brandy looked like a straight fool when she was getting up rah-rah at Jackie for no reason. And then, okay, out the blue, here come Brick Booty Brooke. had been want some of Jackie. Cheyenne said she really stood up to break them up. But Brick Booty stood up because she wanted some more Jackie, because everybody is saying that Jackie whooped her ass that time. And so I guess she feels like she has to prove a point that she really can fight, or she really can fight Jackie. But they walked away. But not before she told me, I'm not gonna let nobody hit on my friend. But you let people drag your friend and talk about her marriage. Girl, bye. Okay, now let's get to episode 25. And it picks back up with Brooke being very upset. And Brandy. The two B's. Literally and figuratively. So, in confessionals, on episode 25, we get to Evelyn. Evelyn's like, what the hell just happened? I thought we had come to some type of resolution. I tell you what happened. You pulled out that damn JBL speaker. What did you think was going to happen, girl? You know, and everybody on the show knows that is even more so to me than Jackie saying that she couldn't have kids. Is that trigger point about her staying with Jason because he's a cheetah pumpkin eater. Well, he more than a cheetah pumpkin eater, child. But leave that lady alone. Leave that lady alone. She want to be with that man. Let her be with that man. Ain't nobody got nothing else to say about that. I hope. And the killing part about it is, listen to me. That is her storyline. That is her storyline. Every time she gets into it with somebody, they bring him up. But in confessionals, that's all she talks about. They always bringing up my home. Why they always got to bring up my home? That's just how she sounds. Like a fool. So they get back to LA, and there's Jackie again, trying to make amends with Brandy. Why? I wouldn't kiss nobody's ass who still is running up and behind Brooke, because you know that whole situation could be devastating for you. How can you be friends with Brandon when she stays up in Brick Booty Brooks' face? I want Jackie to see. I wish Jackie would come to a resolution in her mind and say, these women don't like me. She needs to be just like Melody over there on Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm coming to work with these bitches and leave that sisterhood-ish alone. Y'all, you ain't never been a sisterhood to nobody. That's how she needs to look at that. Excuse me. Okay, so Jackie goes ahead and gets her talk show off the block or whatever, and she talking about she want to interview Beyonce. Good luck with that, because the only person that I saw interview Beyonce in my lifetime was MTV, and that was only when she was with Destiny's Child. And not since she's been Beyonce. I've never seen her interview with a blogger. And I've seen her interview with huge shows like The View and but that's about it. I don't know if she's extremely private or she thinks that she's just the Michael Jackson of, I don't want to interview with people and I don't have to anymore because I'm Beyonce. But baby, I don't blame you for not interviewing with anybody now, because you know the situation with P. Shitty. They say your husband involved in the girl. You know, this is alleged in my opinion, but they say he is. They say he was passing around on Aaliyah between him and Diddy and whatnot. That's what they say. Now, people said that. I didn't say it. Move right along. And so Jennifer finds out that Christian has to go to court. Girl, Jennifer. Who, girl? If you bring up one more time that was 10 years ago, I don't care if it was 5 minutes ago. That lady jumped from the balcony to get away from your fiance. False imprisonment means just that. If she wasn't false imprisoned, I don't think she would have jumped from the balcony. And then Jennifer says, the dumbest shit I ever heard. Well, maybe he should have just, maybe he should have just let her go and, have accident. Girl, what? He wasn't protecting her. I just know you not that big of an idiot to really think that man was protecting that lady. He was holding her against her will. Otherwise, he wouldn't have gone to jail. I'm just saying. Okay. So we all know that she went on ahead and married that fool, okay? But, she wasn't quite married at the reunion. But we could see at this reunion that she was going to go ahead and marry him anyway. Go on, girl, you grown, girl. And then Brandon lets Jason know that she is going back to Cali. Going back to Cali. I don't think so. Going back to Cali. She had to live her own dreams. It's time for her to get out from under his shadows and whatnot. I didn't know she was under his shadow. Like I said, I don't know that man. All I know is he's the pumpkin eater. And he slept with 350 women and ain't nobody can bring it up. But I will. On my show. Yeah. Well, on my little content creator thing. What's not my little channel. He's a hoe. She knows he's a hoe. He rocked 3 different girls after every show. He's a hoe. And she knows he's a hoe. How did you know everybody told you so? See, y'all at a disadvantage because y'all didn't grow up in the 80s. They had songs like that in the 80s. Okay, moving right along. We're going to go on ahead and get to this reunion. We're going to wrap this up. Because the reunion was wiggity, 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 whack. Wiggity, 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 whack. Shout out to, what was their name? The little boy, the son there. Up and down, back and forth. Chris and Chris. Oh, well, I don't know their name. Chris Cross. Yeah. All right, let's get to this reunion. So the ladies arrived, and Brooke is the first one to get there. Now, one thing you can say about Brooke, Brooke is on time. Her and her big booty. That's one thing you can say about her. That's a good thing. But the only thing that happened that was, decent on this reunion was that, we learned how the ladies really felt about Christian. And that's probably why they wanted to win, child. Now, I just know that they are not still introducing that lady as the retired ex-fiance of Antoine Walker. No, they didn't. They just might well to put Evan Lozada up there forever. No basketball wife. That's the shit put. Damn, why they do that? So she's introducing the ladies and she goes around the room and she tells Brandy that her hair was like, it was. Now that I look back on things, because that bob was bobbing. Yes, indeed. Brooke's hair, if she's, I know she has long natural hair, but Brooke's wigs, baby, her wigs, when she add pieces or whatever she does, they lay flat. So I can give her that, Brooke. But, everything else was a mess in my opinion. But I can tell you this. They looked good sitting down. And then we had Jennifer. Now, you know how I feel about a butterfly, honey. My baby's shoes that she's going to be homecoming queen in. Butterflies on top. Now, baby, you can't go wrong with a butterfly in my opinion. And it looks like Brooke's shoes has a couple butterflies on them, baby. I just love butterflies, okay? And I'm just surprised that Evelyn didn't incorporate in it. Now the looks are looking. They look nice. And like I always say, just it looks pretty, girl. And it's like, well, should we call you Miss? That sounds so much better. Y'all notice that shade? They sat all the wives on the same chair. I mean, on the same side. That's why Jacille was over there. I just picked that up. That's why Jacille was over there with Brandy and Jackie. Because, they don't really like Jackie. Nobody likes Jackie. Maybe they went back and they showed the scene when Evelyn patted her pussy. Child. I don't want to see that no more on my TV screen. I'm just saying. The first time I saw it, it wasn't good. The second time I saw it, it still wasn't good. And that's why she got knocked on the bushes. Foolishness such as that right there. And that's why OG is not on the show. Because OG will whoop her ass. She ain't pull her earrings off OG like she did the rest of, the butterfly earrings or whatnot. Oh, they were quoting each other, but they went back and saw Evelyn doing the whole investigative thing because she getting her hours, she says. Yeah, you probably want to go ahead and investigate Christian, but behind the scenes, according to Keisha, she said some other things about, shout out to Keisha, about Jennifer being dumb and always getting scammed. Well, she didn't lie. But according to Jackie, she lied on her because she, what happened? This breakfast is just repeating on me. Excuse me. But she lied on her about being a prostitute. And so they also talk about how Jackie saying that Evelyn sleep with those dogs. Actually, bestiality, if you will. She said, oh, okay, well, I'm just going to say, you don't do that, and I definitely wasn't a prostitute. And they all said, well, maybe she don't do that, but we think you were a prostitute. Hey, I don't know. I don't think Jackie's made that all the way up myself. I'm just saying. Confessions. And so they go over everything that Jackie had said about people. And they was like, well, when she said that one thing that upsets you about not being able to have kids. And then Brandy brings up Doug and they start going back and forth. She points her hand in Brandy's face. That's not what you gonna do. And they start shoving hands. And then Brooke pulls out a old school bedazzled cell phone. Womp. Fell flat. Girl, bye. And then she was like, well, she said that about my voice. And then Jackie was like, girl, I don't have nothing against you. Now, Jackie wasn't letting Jacille speaking to Jacille. Hey, wait a minute, Jackie, you won't let me talk. I don't have anything against you. Then she said, all I said was about her voice. My voice is husky. Jackie, just stand in your shit, girl. Say you don't like the lady voice and keep it pushing. And that's one thing I do like. Jacille said she was just like, I ain't scared of nobody up here. I ain't scared of Jennifer or Evelyn. But you do run up in their asshole, though. You do. You kind of kiss a little cheeks there. A couple cheeks. 6 of them. So they get on Brooke's package and Brooke's like, well, I know that I was moving a little too fast. Well, I don't have anything to do with this. I mean, I can just move right along. And, I'm just jumping in head first. It doesn't matter because, I am old. No, she would ever say she was old because that's what she gives to Jackie. But I'm just saying, she trying to say that, she could do just what she wants to do because, she can hop in one relationship and hop out of another relationship because she real grown. Okay, girl. And then they gonna say, well, you dick drunk? No, I'm too old to be that. Those days are over. Apparently not. You wasn't married, man, after you had just ran back into him 5 minutes ago. So the question came in, and they was like, do any of you honestly think she was moving too fast? And then Brooke said, "God, Brandy, raise your hand." And all she said, she was just looking out for her friend, moving right along. So then Giselle says, we all thought she moved too fast. Well, how come you didn't say it on the show? You just left Brandy out there hanging by herself. Then she says, except for Evelyn. Evelyn thought I should have fun. Yeah, Evelyn probably was thinking you moved too fast too. So Brandy's package come up, and then they talk about her baby's heart condition and how that kind of bonds her to Jason, because at times sometimes she wants to believe that she's better than him, and then there's times she just wants her family. And I guess that's understandable. She been with them for so long, but baby, I don't know. I'll be done shot him in his pinky toe. So they asked Evelyn, why does she always bring up Jason every time she and Brandon get into it? She said, well, when you argue and you talk shit, which is true. But she said that then Brandon asked her, well, why you taking digs at me for you not liking him? Because Evelyn said she didn't like him. And, well, at least she was honest. That's true. If you don't like him, not that we care, then you should keep that to him and his direction. But, she had a point. But, find something new to argue with her about. Talk about her toes, her height, something else. Because they was like, it's not like you haven't been cheated on. You got a whole forehead busting for, getting cheated on that one time when you and Chad got into it in the car that you say you were domestic violence survivor from. That is true now. What she said was, you watched. Because she said, I don't know Evelyn like that. But who I took it personally from was from Brooke, who stood there and watched Evelyn continuously bash my marriage. Yeah, that happened. And then Brooke expects somebody to take up for her in every situation. But Brooke goes on to say, oh, well, girl, we friends, girl. Me and Evelyn, we friends. So, I just felt like I was all up in the middle. No, you wasn't in the middle. You put yourself in the middle. So, Brandon breaks down the truth, which is all true. It's Evelyn, then it's Brooke. And y'all all scared of Brooke. Yep. That's how it works. That's the pecking order, girl. You got it. But I'm glad you spoke up on that. It's time for somebody to put them all in check about that. Mm-hmm. So, when Giselle says she's not scared of anybody, Jackie jumps at her. She's like, bitch, what? Jackie, stop it. Stop embarrassing me. Not yourself, me, because I'm always taking up for you around here. Stand on in and Brandon say, I said what I said. I know that's right. Evelyn, then Brooke. Correct. So, Brooke lets Brandon know that, she's still her friend. You don't know these ladies like this, like I do. And, you finding your way back into the group. So that's why we're having a lot of conflict. And then Nina breaks that up because they start going back and forth. And she says, we need to talk about Mexico. Yes, you do. So y'all can hear them get off my screen. And so Giselle and Cheyenne kind of go back and forth because Giselle felt like that what Brooke said about calling old girl saying that she may dress like a dude, she's still a bit, and she'll whoop her ass as such. And she sticks by and said that it was gay bashing. I wouldn't say bashing, but like I said, I have to agree with her in a certain way because it seems like she took that on the chin because of that it was Brooke, But she said, oh, no, it wasn't that to me. But you did correct her when she said, bull nigga. You did do that. So, If you correct on that, then you correct on her other same statement, because you know it was sort of like a stereotype. And then they was like, well, did you come to Mexico with your face on your look? She's like, it's just a marketing tool. I agree. It wasn't necessarily a thing where I thought that she was being arrogant and full of herself. That was a good marketing tool. I have handed to her. What I'm talking about handling? Because I'm thinking handling, baggage, whatever. But anyway, I think it was a good marketing tool. And she was like, well, Jennifer even asked me, Cheyenne was like, Jennifer even asked me, where did I get it? And then Braxton, she was paying for shots. How you know? And then Jennifer's like, yeah, because I ain't never seen no shit like that. Well, your husband the same way, girl. Arrogant. Talking about he wears $6 million child bag. I guess I had to tell you, I would have dragged her like I dragged you. She said, girl, you still in your seat. You stay in your seat like you're doing that now. I disagree there. Brooke was standing up when she got into it with the stud. So they're on the last dinner. And Brandon told Jackie that her feelings were hurt and she just got tired of them bringing up the Jason stuff. And Jackie apologized again. Baby, this lady. The thing about Jackie is that she's apologizing like she's not going to do this shit no more. But she'll do it again. And so Cheyenne was like, she stood up, again to have Jackie's back in case some stuff popped off. So Cheyenne corrects Brandon. She was like, no, I wasn't standing up to square up like Brooke is saying. And she said, well, you gonna jump me? She said, no. In your mind, I was standing up to jump you. In my mind, I was standing up to get between you all. That's me having her back, so she wouldn't get hurt. Right. That's how classy women do it. Not classless and tasteless women. So they brought up the kiss, and that was kind of cute. Even though I don't like these people, it was kind of cute. That little moment right there. She's like, oh Lord, I didn't want to be on. That's what Evelyn said. I didn't want to be on camera kissing Jackie, so I decided it was just gonna be Brooke. It was hot. She said, oh, you were respecting that I'm a married woman. Then Brooke said, well, you respect things and I that you're a married woman when you kissed me. And then Jackie was like, that was different. So they show Jackie and Brooke package where they made a resolution, and Jackie said that she was truly sorry. She hoped that she's sorry. She said, well, I have no feelings towards Jackie at all. Okay. I hope she don't have any feelings towards you either. I can be in the same room with her and be cordial, but going forward, I don't want any other lady to speak on my daughter. Well, don't bring your daughter up. Girl, bye. Get off the show. I told you one time. So they get on the package about Giselle and Natasha getting married. Nothing to see here. I'm just saying, wah. But the wedding, like I said, Giselle looked nice. I liked her dress. I liked her bouquet. I liked everything about that part of it. And that's it on there. Giselle talked about how, she didn't really want them to eat. It's just that she didn't want some kind of vision to be on camera. But that's neither here nor there. It wasn't a big deal. Even though some drama popped off there. That's what it was. She didn't want plates on the table while the photographer was shooting. That makes sense. They said the food was amazing. Now it's time to get to that wedding. Jennifer planning for her dream wedding. And the girls started to get honest with her. So, what Vanessa Bryan tried to tell y'all last season? Now you're investigating. Now you're concerned about Jennifer. So Nina Parker asked Jennifer, what was that about her feeling like Christian, or what was, Christian actually convicted of? And then she says false imprisonment. And, you know, Evelyn tells her, well, it was a domestic issue. Oh, I don't want that never to answer. It wasn't a domestic issue. He was acquitted from everything domestic. And I know that he was not guilty for this thing. And then Evelyn is right. How could you sit here beside me and say false imprisonment, whether the court said it or not, wasn't domestic? And then Evelyn talks about how she said that it would have been better had she, just gotten in the car and crashed if he had let her go. He wasn't protecting her. I'll say that again. And of course, they bring up Simone and her finding out about the restitution. Oh, he did not ask me for a dime for the restitution. It was taken care of. It was the original was $12,500, but at the same time, he wasn't charged for that anymore. The rest was medical bills. Girl, that is a part of the restitution, you idiot. Girl, if he had additional medical bills because of the restitution, then that's what happens. The person who is found guilty is on the hook for paying the medical bills. I know, because, happened to my nephew. So, Brooke breaks it down real sweet. Like, she tries to be gentle with Jennifer. Look, we cannot tell her story, and to hear you speak on the victim publicly in a negative way, that's triggering for us. Now this boy, when I tell you I don't like brick booty Brooke, but she laid that out perfectly in that moment. Kudos to her for that. And I don't agree with hardly anything that motherfucker say. So Evelyn says she's never investigated him. She didn't want that to come in between their friendship. Jennifer is kind of testy. Everybody is trying to handle her with kid gloves. And then that's when Brandy said, I think we're just dancing around the issue. And she goes, well, I don't want y'all to get defensive with me. And I'm not being defensive either. And then she says, just like you have made your decision to stay with Jason, I made mine. I hate that he's being attacked like this. Girl, bye. He deserves every single bit of it, because Evelyn said he's on some scam stuff. And is. So, not that we care about these gifts, I'm going to move right along and close. You want to see the gifts? I'm sure y'all have seen the show. Child, this wasn't a really good reunion show. One part, basketball playoffs. What are you doing? Some of these Real Housewives shows need to go to one part. They had one part for Martha's Vineyard, and they should have had two for them. This right here is on par. Trust me. And with that, I'm going to close. This has been Reality with Diva D. You get 3 recaps in one. Come on in. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell button, and you will be notified when I upload a video. And as I do when I close, I'm going to chalk them up. Deuces.